All right, and we are recording. We are live. Good morning, or afternoon if you're on the East Coast. Today is February 3rd, 2019, and we're going to be talking about the Aquarius new moon, which actually takes place tomorrow at 4:04 p.m. Eastern Time. So adjust that time according to your time zone. And I'm Jana Grosskost. I'm a metaphysical teacher, healer, coach. I do all kinds of things, essential oils, former tax accountant, you name it, I've probably done it in some capacity. I've been talking about the new moon and working with the lunar cycles in this specific capacity for over 10 years now. So we have a lot of fun with this. I want to welcome everybody who's new, and sort of the format is I'll talk about what's taking place with the lunar cycles and other planetary influences, some tools to help you to manage your energy, your vibe, so that you can master yourself and ultimately manifest more. And then I will open up the lines for any questions that you may have specific to this new moon. Maybe you want to share something that you're working on manifesting. And as a group, we collectively work together to bring that to fruition. I always call in all of our energy, our guides, our ancestors to support us in this process, to make sure that we're always in that highest vibration of unconditional love. So just recognize that you may be more intuitive over the next couple of days as we are attuning ourselves, not only with this group, but you're calling in some pretty powerful energies to support you in this process. So I've got, let me put this on share mode because I've got a short presentation. Oh, and then, sorry, one more thing. Yes, I am ADD. And then after the Q&A or comment portion, we will go into a brief meditation, and then I will open up the lines for any final questions or comments. And then at that point, you want to, hey, Kathleen, at that point, if you want to dip out, that's fine. We also have a short additional Good Vibe Oil Tribe, where I talk more about essential oils and how they're supporting us mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So if you want to stay on the line for that one, that's that will be shortly after we do the meditation. So let's get ready to go. Let me share my screen here. Yes, we want this one. There we go, and Aquarius, and presentation mode, and it might help if I get at the first part. Yes, I am somewhat prepared, but you never know what's going to happen around here. So as I said, we are talking today about the Aquarius new moon, and I'm calling this new moon a breakthrough. So if you're breaking through old paradigms, Aquarius really does take us to a new level. So when we have a new moon, both the sun and the moon are in the same astrological sign. So there's this sense of unity. There's a sense of coming together. The sun is the outer expression. It is the masculine side. The moon is the inner self, and this is the feminine. So we're bringing divine masculine and feminine together with every new moon that we have. And we're going to talk a little bit about how you can really fine-tune your ability to manifest when you look at your specific astrology birth chart, and how this is transitioning with what's taking place with you energetically, so that you can really maximize and make the most out of it. Now, also with this Aquarius new moon, we have got Mercury. So Mercury is the planet of communication. There's going to be a lot of ideas, and with Aquarius being an air sign, there's always a lot of ideas. So there may be a lot of mental energy that's kind of running around in your head. You may feel sort of that static electricity. Sometimes with the air signs, my nervous system feels really sort of tense because I am thinking a lot, right? So we need to do whatever we can to ground ourselves, to kind of bring ourselves into the body so we're not in this heightened, energetic, mental state. And we'll talk a little bit about how to do that. So here is an astrology birth chart that I pulled up. I don't know if Clarissa is on the line, but Clarissa, my dear, this is your birth chart. So this particular person has, so we've got Aquarius down here. It's the little squiggles in the bottom. And you can see the, let me see if my thing will go away. We've got the moon, so these outer green planets are where the planets are today, or actually tomorrow, because I pulled this for tomorrow. So we have the moon, the sun, and Mercury down in this bottom quadrant. And for her, when I ask you to look at your birth chart, what I'm asking you to do is to look at what house that this is falling in for you, because it's going to be different for everybody, right? Typically, Aquarius rules the 11th house. But in this particular sign, Aquarius, actually she has Capricorn and Aquarius that are in her second house. So the second house relates to your career. It relates to value, how you value yourself, how you value money. This could be an up-leveling or thinking differently on really innovation related to work that is creative and inspiring and collaborative. So when this is taking place for Clarissa in her second house, she needs to focus on career goals. She needs to focus on money goals, maybe reviewing her budget, maybe tightening her money, or reviewing how she's spending money or how she's valuing money, how she's valuing herself. These types of things are going to be very significant. So when I ask you to pull your astrology birth chart, you're looking to see where Aquarius is, so these little squiggles, and then what house it falls in. So we go 1 through 12, where the house is here. And in doing this, you can actually just do a quick Google search. You could say, I would type in moon transiting second house. And what that's going to tell me is what's taking place that I need to emotionally be aware of so that I can make the most of this particular new moon. So with this new moon, there are going to be some major paradigm shifts. This could be changes in your belief system. There could be some really inspirational, innovative ideas. And if you think about it, we can never solve a problem from the same place that we came in at it. We have to come from a different perspective. So we have to tune into our intuition and our creativity to really tap into that innovation that takes us outside of the box. This is a time where we are going to work with like-minded people or even just associate with them. This could be a mastermind group, this could be taking a class, going to classes, you know, whatever it is that aligns you with like-minded people where you can share ideas, because what ends up happening is you talk with people, you're going to get more ideas and they're going to be stimulated with ideas as well. And it up-levels everybody. So we need each other. We need to collaborate. We need to connect with like-minded people so that we really maximize who we are and take ourselves to the next level, because we don't have all of the answers ourselves. And as we talk with people, we gain information about what our next step is. This is going to be a lunar cycle related to collaboration. So if you have specific projects or work that you want to do that really you need to integrate with other people, call those people in. You may not know who they are at this time, but as we connect during our meditation, we're going to call in the right people, the right resources to really support you in collaborating. So the areas specifically highlighted with this new moon, aligning with your unique signature. We are all a part of this collective consciousness, but each one of us has unique gifts and strengths that we are here to bring and share with each other. And as we do that, again, we're going to heighten everybody. So what unique strengths can you tie into that really support not only you, but bring your unique signature to your work, to your life, to whatever it is that you want to do? This will help you not only with your uniqueness, it will also help you in really identifying what your purpose is, what you're passionate about, why you're really here. This is going to be an evolutionary as well as a revolutionary energy. And we've got Uranus and Mars that are really going to kickstart our process this month. So we'll talk about those in just a minute. Finally, visionary. This is the astrology sign of being visionary. So thinking bigger than you ever thought possible. I know sometimes we kind of get caught in this mental game of, well, this is how it's been done in the past and this is where I'm at today. But yet if we can really expand our minds and allow ourselves to be in that quantum consciousness field, we can really connect with higher ideas that take not only ourselves, but all of humanity to a new level. As I mentioned, Mercury is also in Aquarius right now. So you could be highly creative. There could be a lot of vitality, a lot of that mental energy, very stimulating. We have the opportunity. There is a shift that's been taking place that's been up-leveling ourselves. So there's literally, we're able to hold more light within our DNA. And if I, as a healer, I look at DNA because this is the building block of us creating a revolution. We have to create an involution. So in doing our healing work, in our ability to be less reactive, to me, that's how we hold more light. And as we're able to anchor more light within us, we become more peaceful and calm, and basically a lighthouse for other people, giving them permission to find ways to be more peaceful and calm in their own lives. This up-levels all of humanity because as we're holding and anchoring more light, we're supporting those higher vibrations so that other people can also elevate. This is going to support all of us in the bigger picture, right? Because we're going to be taking our ideas and our creativity to a new level with that cosmic intelligence. During this new moon and during this cycle, you may actually have sudden awareness. There may be heightened knowingness where all of a sudden you just have the answer of the next step that you're supposed to take. And this new knowingness will take you to a new level. This is your intuition, your higher self, that alignment with your higher self that's really supporting you in that next level. As I mentioned, we have Uranus and Mars that Uranus is at its critical degree at 29 degrees. So you want to look at your chart again to find out, let's go back to this chart. So we have Uranus over here. It's at the 29th degree in the 5th house for Clarissa. It's actually in Aries. So Aries is all about who we are and up-leveling, you know, who I am in the world and why am I here? So Uranus actually rules Aquarius. So again, this is about innovation. This is about being the visionary. This is the higher mind of God. This is communicating the bigger picture. So Uranus, for the next month before it actually moves into Taurus, this is going to be a really good time to tie into any loose ends, anything that you're wanting to finalize related to what house it is falling in for you. So with that, in Clarissa's sign, it was showing up in her 5th house. That relates to being heart-centered. That is expanding love, being gracious, being generous, having more fun in life. So again, looking at where that falls in your chart, and then just do a quick Google search, Uranus in 5th house is what I would have Clarissa do. So we've got Uranus that is very innovative, very forward thinking, and then we've got Mars. Mars is power punch, right? It's going to take action. This is about the rocket ship taking off. So if you've got some great ideas that maybe you've been working on for the past couple months or years, in some of our cases, this new moon is really going to ignite those and take those to the next level. So Mars, very action-oriented. We've got that fire energy. Uranus is about innovation. So there could be a very fast-moving rocket taking off for you. So tune in to what ideas are coming in, where you really want that quantum push so that you are aligned with everything that's for your highest good. This Aquarius energy is really about attuning to your purpose. You want to ask some key questions, really looking at yourself from a different perspective, right? This is the act as if stuff that I often talk about. So you're acting as if you're already in that future mode. What does your future self look like, right? Like, how is that future unfolding to you? If you can't see it in your mind's eye, then you're not going to be able to manifest it. So make sure that you're tuning with everything that is future oriented for you. What do you look like a year from now? What do you look like 5 years from now? And really tapping into that energy so that you do align yourself and you see yourself doing the things that you want to do, having the things that you want around you, having the people that you want around you, so that you really honor yourself in that higher perspective. This is a time of really asking yourself that question: why am I here? What is my mission? What is my purpose? What is my uniqueness? And how can we bring that into fruition by really living who we are on all of those levels? And then finally, what are you committed to creating and manifesting? Because as we align with our higher self, as we align with our purpose, we ultimately create. We're always in that state of creation, whether it's something we want to create or not. It's learning to be as conscious and aware as possible so that we are creating and manifesting from that conscious point. Just a quick Aquarius recap: new activation within our cells. So our DNA is being up-leveled so that we're able to hold and anchor more light. The stronger your spiritual practice, the more engaged you are with your spiritual practice, the easier that is to do. So we need to learn how to disconnect from the exterior world and to connect with our inner one. And as we do that, we will align ourselves, we will allow ourselves to open up and hold more light. I often envision sunlight coming from within every single cell of my body and literally radiating outward. So whatever it is for you that helps you visualize that light within your body, that will support you in expanding that light and energy so that you're able to not only anchor more light and more energy, but also be more peaceful and calm. This Aquarius energy is about moving your life forward. Again, quantum leaps. Recognize that, understanding what matters to you now. So what I mean by understanding what matters to you now is really tying into what is important, right? Like, it's easy to get caught up in all the extraneous stuff and what other people expect for us or from us, and really attuning to what is important to you. Because as you do that, you honor yourself. And as you honor yourself, you're going to be aligned with your higher self, and things are going to flow so much easier. This Aquarius energy is about connecting like-minded people as well as collaborating. And finally, your future self is already living this new reality. So it's literally you learning how to step into that new reality. If you're interested in learning about other ways to help manage your energy and to really enhance and take yourself to the next level, join our Good Vibe Energy Tribe. Each month we have monthly calls like this, actually twice a month, and we focus on your unique strengths, how to utilize those strengths. We use Clifton Strengths Finder assessment, and we utilize those strengths not only to help you in manifesting more, but in resolving problems. So we teach you how to aim your strengths and really live from your strengths. What this does is it helps you in boosting your confidence, feel more structured as far as, and I don't mean structured, you know, I'm Capricorn, so everything is structured, but it's having that defined terms of these are the things that I'm good at. I need to only focus on them and let go of the things that you're not good at, right? So that we don't beat ourselves up for the things that we're not good at. We also have personal challenges that we bring in every single month. And there's other tools for spiritual growth, such as we've done various books that we read. And we've got a new book that will be coming up on probably this month. And we also tie in other elements of astrology just to help you understand yourself better and more. If you're interested in joining this, you just need to go to goodvibeenergy.com and join the all access monthly membership. And you can cancel at any time. So if it isn't the right fit for you, then you can just cancel and no longer be a part of that group. But we hope you will, because we have a lot of fun. It's a great group. Couple of tools to support you. I mentioned making sure that you're staying grounded and anchored, especially with this high active mental energy. Making sure that you're doing things such as yoga. It's actually a really good time to do physical exercise because that physicality brings you into the root chakra. So running and hiking and biking and those types of things really help you to anchor and bring your energy back down to the earth and anchor your ideas into the earth. If you're looking for essential oils to support you, cedarwood. Cedarwood is an amazing grounding oil, being a wood, a tree oil. This is going to help you to feel more anchored and grounded and also connect with community. Clary Sage, I put Clary Sage on my third eye before I started this class just to open me up to allow new ideas to flow and be aligned with that so that I don't discount ideas. And then sandalwood, this is one of my always favorite go-to oils. Not only is it grounding, but it supports us in really gaining spiritual insight. And I'll talk about some other oils as well as go in more depth with these in the Good Vibe Energy Tribe right after this call. So I'm going to stop this, and I want to open up the lines before we go into meditation. If you do have background noise on the bottom of your screen, the bottom left, you can actually you can actually mute yourself back out if you do have background noise.
Jana?
I think I can hear you, yes.
We did not see any of the screen. All we saw was the Zoom page.
Oh my gosh.
I typed in a message. I think a couple other people did too, but
Yeah.
I think I saw it.
Oh, good Lord.
But in any case, I did quickly pull my chart before I got on the call. And I was trying to skim through the house that it was in. It was the fourth house, but I think it's part of its family, but I didn't really get a full clarity on it yet.
The fourth house?
Yeah.
Not only family, but also it relates to creating emotional security, right? So home base is what we should call emotional security, because if our home base is truly in place, then you have all the emotional foundation that you need to move out into the world. So that home base is, you know, not only the physical home, but it's the emotional home as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Jana?
not the only one with the cat running through my screen. I've got the cat sitting on my lap now.
Jana, this is Barbara.
Hi, Barbara.
Sorry, my voice is like so crazy. And I said, but I have my chart here. I see that Aquarius is on the 7th house for me. So I guess that's where the transit's going to be happening. And then also you said Uranus. My Uranus is in the 12th house.
Okay.
So what does that all
What does it mean for you? So the
Yeah.
7th house relates to even a heightened level of collaboration. So 7th house is partnerships. It's about
Okay.
shared resources, those types of things. So it's interesting that, you know, you've got both Aquarius and in your 7th house, right? Because those are both very collaborative energies. So it's like a double whammy there. And then Uranus in 12th house is, 12th house relates to your spirituality. It relates to your dream time, dreaming big, sort of the underworld, those types of energies, your intuition. So there could be a big up-leveling because Uranus is going to be in this house, I think, for 9 years, because
Yeah.
84-year cycle. So there's a big up-leveling. That's why when I look at the bigger outer planets, you know, obviously they move very slowly, but when we have a transition, those are the times that we really want to take note, because it will help us in seeing what we need to focus on for the next, you know, 12 years of our lives. So with that taking place, I'd focus on your spiritual growth, developing your intuition, those types of things.
Okay. And I said, so going back to the Aquarius on the 7th, so that's like a big change, like in partnership, relationship, friendship.
Absolutely.
I mean, I just ended a long time friendship, you know, so.
Doesn't surprise me, right? It's like we have to clean house to prepare for the right people to be in place.
Yes, exactly. You know, now, you know, that person has left a big void, but, you know, but I know in the end it's going to be worth it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the universe can't stand having a void. And so what it does is, I mean, it's kind of like cleaning out your closet. You've got to clean it out before you can have something new come in. So it's easy for us to kind of hold on and, you know, for whatever reason. So yeah, not always easy, but definitely worth it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else? I feel so bad, my whole presentation. I'm gonna see if I can pull a chart now that you guys are on.
Well, I'm on the phone. I didn't have time to get on the computer.
Can you see this?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, now we can see it.
Oh, good Lord. See how good my presentation was?
Oh, sure it does.
Okay, well, we'll just skim through it really fast. So here was the chart that I pulled for Miss Clarissa. So these outer planets, these are the ones that are in transit. I think this is the most important part of the presentation because I'm a very visual person. The inner planets, these ones, the black ones on the inside of the ring, those are where the planets were when you were born, right? And then the outer green ones, that's where the planets are today. So we have Aquarius down here. It's the little squiggles. I'm going to lift this up because once my little thing goes below. So we have the moon, the sun, and Mercury down here, right? So that's the focus for her is on the second house because the houses are these little numbers on the inner ring, 1 through 12. As I mentioned before, typically Aquarius would be the 11th house, which for her actually falls in Scorpio. So for her, Aquarius is falling in the second house. And then we've got Uranus over here in its 29th degree in Aries, just before it's moving into Taurus. But for her, it's taking place in the 5th house. So that's how you find, when I say, you know, find out where this is falling in your chart, you want to pull your birth chart with because those transits are going to tell you where the planets are today, and that's kind of the crucial piece. And the reason that I like using astrology is that it gives me a snapshot in time to say, hey, this is what's taking place. This is what, you know, those chaotic moments, this is often where you want to go to see what's taking place. There was the information about just paradigm shift, breaking outside of the box, new ideas, collaboration, your unique signature, tying into the evolutionary and revolutionary energies that are taking place. Here's the information about Mercury in Aquarius. Lots of ideas, lots of creativity, lots of mental energy. And then the rocket ship taking off with Uranus really is a quantum push because both Uranus and Aquarius are forward, futuristic, innovative type energies, visionary. So any visionary ideas, no matter how crazy, at least write it down, journal about it, do something that helps you to maybe expand the idea. Even if it doesn't start taking off right now, in the future, it probably will. And then tying into your purpose, and then we did the recap and the energy tribe, oils, which I'll talk about more in the next class. And we're back. Okay, other questions that you may have?
So Jenna, this is Micah. Aquarius is in my. Thank you. Thank you. I've been riding her all over the place and enjoying.
Micah just got a new scooter, and she's been manifesting this for a while, and it's so adorbs.
So I have Aquarius in my 10th house, and it's also my sun sign. So my birthday is coming up soon.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. If you could talk about the 10th house.
Yeah. So 10th house relates to your career, your social status, how you present yourself, right? Like it's that Capricorn, who am I and how am I presenting myself into the world? It's about your career and how, so there may be some changes that are taking place or communicating innovative ideas related to your career. Anything like that coming up for you?
Yeah, I mean, actually it is. I am in this other class that's an incubator for entrepreneurs, and it's actually really shifting how I think about my career and the career roles that I've taken on. And I had this actually really big opening the other day about realizing that so one of my main roles is as a coach. I actually don't really enjoy it that much.
Okay.
And that it may be more of a tool that I use instead of like a role of my career. So yeah, there's some things shifting for sure.
And it's good that you're aware that even though it's something you may be good at and you've done, that there isn't the passion behind it. So it feels like you've gained tools as a result of what you've gone through, but now you're taking it to a new level.
Yeah, definitely.
Where's Uranus at for you?
My Uranus is in my 6th house.
Okay, so it's about taking that practical action, right? So it's moving it to, moving it into physical form with routines and patterns and, maintaining health. It's maintaining balance overall.
Awesome.
Good.
And then Mars is my 12th house. I don't know if you have anything to say about that.
Mars is in your 12th house, did you say?
Yeah.
So Mars is all about taking action and moving forward. So there may be a lot of revolution taking place in your spiritual practice or your intuitive abilities, or, you may even be taking a class related to enhancing those elements of your life.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, in some ways it feels like what's happening with my work and career is about moving more towards a spiritual practice as my actual work and career. There's definitely some elements of that now, but mostly I'm working with folks around trauma, but I'm feeling the need to add more spiritual elements into that work. So that may be
that's that revolutionary piece that people are craving. So it doesn't surprise me, because you're moving out of the masculine side of it and into the feminine side of it, right? The masculine is, that push and the activity and always being active, and then the other is more internal. So as women, we're making that conscious shift to things being internal so that we can be more external.
Got it. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Janet, can you tell me what the 7th house of Uranus was about?
So 7th house relates to collaboration. So that would be the Libra energy. So collaboration, social justice, balance, making sure that you're keeping everything in balance, right? So there's not an imbalance in energy or power, that you're working with like-minded people that are innovative, forward-thinking, but yet, there's that social justice, there's that equality for all type energy, especially with Uranus. It's going to be very revolutionary. How do we present this information or, program or whatever it is in such a way that it supports the majority of people? We'll talk about that more tomorrow night on the Good Vibe. Yeah, we're going to talk about that one a lot, because we've got a month really until it moves into Taurus to kind of finalize this piece of it. So we're going to look at those charts tomorrow with our Good Vibe Energy Tribe group. Anyone else? Questions? Your chart? I see pretty colors, Rachel. Can I unmute you? I'm unmuting you. What? I can't read it. Bringing it closer does not help. Oh my gosh, I need a magnet. Oh, good Lord. I unmuted you, but you're still muted. Let's see, unmute you again. Why can't I unmute you?
Unmute myself.
There you go. You got it. All right.
So I thought that I was just making sure that Aquarius was in the 12th house for me, but I couldn't tell because you said it's the squiggly lines on Aquarius.
Two squiggly lines. They look like little waves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, still doesn't work. So I guess it's in the 12th house. That's all I'm guessing.
Okay, so I mean that's a revolutionary perspective on spirituality, on your intuition. I mean, this aligns with the work that you're doing anyway, right?
Yeah.
If you're doing, you're integrating something that's very practical as far as your writing with in an innovative way that's very emotional, and it's bringing to the surface those deep-seated emotions that people need to release through your words. So it
happened yesterday. Yeah, I guess I just want to make sure it was the right house. I hate when I think it's the space and then you read up on it and then you go, oh no, that was not right. So I think it's 12th house.
I'll double check it and email you.
So, but it does sound, I like that, so I'll hold on to it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Anyone else? Questions or comments, or anyone want to share what they're manifesting this month?
I'll share.
Okay.
So this whole 2019, I want to do more readings of my work. And so yesterday I was at a reading and I read a poem, and out of it came 2 readings to do for this year. So I guess I'm still looking at my chart, that's why. So I guess that what I put out there is being manifested. I've been meditating on those things and asking guides for their help and support. So yesterday it was, I could see it in front of me, so that made it feel more, I don't want to say made me feel more magical. I could feel the magic more than when you sit. I guess I always feel the magic, but it slowed down because it was right in front of me doing it. And after I read my poem and I came back to my seat, there was a woman who was crying. So
that's what I'm talking about when, especially that 12th house, it's bringing up those past emotions through your work that's revolutionary to support other people in their healing.
So the writing and the workshop that I'm putting together, that it's like I have her face now in front of me when I sat down last night to write the description of the workshop.
Wow. See, that inspiration comes from everywhere, right? Yeah. Like that wasn't what you went there to do. No. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, wow, well, this person inspired this within me, so.
Yeah, and a couple of people walked up afterwards and just remembered certain lines and things. And I can't say that it's never happened before, but I guess I work in 3, so like 3 people came with 3 different things. So it was just good. It was a different room, a room that I only knew a few people in instead of lots of people. So it felt good. It felt different from when everyone is telling you, like, yeah, that was a good line or this. But so when strangers do it, it just makes you say, okay, I'm going in the right direction. And I guess that's what yesterday was for me, telling me I'm moving in the right direction.
Right. And I love those little validating moments that really support, this is where you're at. Yes, you're doing what you need to. Because sometimes we feel like we're in the grind and just keep going, and it's like, am I really on the right track? And then you have those moments where somebody says something or does something and you just have that knowingness that, yes, I am doing what I need to be doing.
Yep.
Perfect.
Thanks.
Anyone else questions or comments before we go into meditation?
I have a quick question about setting intentions for the new moon and manifestation. Do you suggest that intentions kind of focus on what is happening in the transit for you? Like, so should I be setting intentions and stuff that are around my career, since Aquarius is in my 10th house?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it can be career, it can be social status, it can be any of those key 10th house words, right? How you want to present yourself. Maybe you're presenting yourself in a very unique way, right? Like, it's okay for us to let our uniqueness out. It's okay for us to be eccentric. And often we get in this little box where it's like, I'm just going to keep myself looking like everybody else and be the cookie cutter. And yet we're here to express our uniqueness. And when we are willing to do that, we give other people permission to tie into theirs too. So this is a good new moon to really allow your creativity to expand and express. And, you know, you're going to may get some weird looks, but in the bigger scheme of things, you really care, right?
Right.
I'm used to being the weirdo anyway, so it's okay.
I was going to say the same thing. More weird look.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like you look at them instead of a compliment, you're like, thank you for showing me that I'm being freaking weird.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to mute everybody. Okay. All right, we're going to do a, first of all, let's get centered. So you can do this either sitting up or lying down. And go ahead and close your eyes because we want to tune in to our inner world. And let's begin with some breathing. Breathing in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Breathing in deeply all the way to the belly. And as you do so, lift the shoulders all the way up to the ears, tightening through the shoulders. And as you exhale, drop the shoulders and let go. And take another deep breath, squeezing the shoulders up towards the ears. And exhale, release. And bring your awareness to your heart, feeling the breath coming in through the heart. And exhale, release through the heart. And just take your hands together and rub the palms together, activating the energy in your palms. And just take one of your palms over your forehead, bringing your awareness to your third eye, bringing your breath through the third eye. And either using one hand or both hands, just visualize yourself or just physically feel yourself pulling your fingertips from the center of your forehead out, like you're opening that third eye in all directions, allowing the energy to expand. Just bring that awareness through the third eye, opening it. And when you feel that you're fairly open through the third eye, just relax your hands to your side, bringing your awareness to your breath, breathing through the heart. We call in your guides and ancestors, anyone else who's here for your highest good, to encircle you with unconditional love. That they're holding hands and holding this space of healing around you. And just feel them projecting their love towards you. Allowing your energy to relax, letting go. And the first thing that we're releasing is the shock, trauma, and panic that we have experienced in this lifetime. Those childhood wounds that made us feel abandoned, neglected, rejected, or abused. And just feel yourself letting go of that energy, allowing your ancestors, your guides to take it away from you. Opening up your heart. Releasing the limitations and the self-imposed prisons. That energy is literally shattering away from you. And use your breath to move the energy through your body. Sometimes when we're releasing, we want to actually hold our breath. We want to let go. Feeling that unconditional love around you, taking away any pain, any suffering, anything that no longer serves you. And when we open ourselves up with this void, when we allow ourselves to release, we want to bring in the innovative, creative energy that this Aquarius energy is supporting us. That we're allowing ourselves to expand on quantum levels, tying into the collective consciousness, our future selves, that you're attuned with your future. And there's energy coming in through the crown of your head and into the third eye, expanding your creativity, your cleverness, your unique signature. Allowing your eccentric self to shine forth. And just imagine there's a beam of light expanding from your third eye in all directions. That you're reflecting this visionary perspective, ideas that are taking not only yourself to a new level, but up-leveling humanity. And take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, push the energy out from the third eye even further. Projecting this vision of equality, collaboration, socialization, and connecting with like-minded people. And as this light is being projected out into the world, envision yourself receiving light back. There's this element of reciprocity that you're receiving light that is coming in through your third eye, and you're bringing it down into your heart. Strengthening your sense of self, boosting your confidence, supporting you in attracting the right people and resources to take your ideas, your innovation, your visionary goals to the next level. And take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, release, feel the energy moving down the torso and into the root chakra. Anchoring your ideas into physical form. It's moving through your legs, out through the bottom of your feet and into the earth, helping you anchor and ground and connect with Mother Earth. And as you're connecting with Mother Earth, you're pouring your wisdom, the information that you've accumulated over the years, everything that you've assimilated that's heightened your spiritual growth, that you're now supporting other people in their spiritual growth, pouring your knowledge and wisdom over the earth. And just imagine that your creativity, your ideas are moving out into the world, expanding in all directions. And feel your heart begin to expand with this feeling of unconditional love for yourself and for humanity. You are a part of the bigger picture, the collective consciousness, especially when you tie into your unique signature and bring it out into the world. And take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, release, feel the energy move from your heart down to the root chakra and into the earth. Bringing your awareness back to your heart, imagine any intentions or goals that you're setting with this new moon. That you're planting those seeds within your heart. That they're being bathed with unconditional love. That they're beginning to root and connect. And as they begin to connect with the earth, it sends a message out that you need to attract the right resources that nourish this goal, that support your intentions, that you're calling in all of the energy that's going to bring this goal to fruition. And take a deep breath in. And exhale, release. And a part of this process is learning to surrender. That although we have our goals and intentions, we surrender to our higher path, where our higher self is leading us and guiding us. That we are open without expectations of an outcome, allowing ourselves to receive the guidance and support, and recognizing the repeating messages that are those subtle moments of wisdom that guide us and direct us in the direction we're supposed to move. Bring your awareness back to your third eye. Just lifting your gaze internally as if you were looking up at your eyebrows from inside. And hold that connection with your third eye. That you openly receive with clarity the information that guides you to the next step, the right people, the right situations. As you bring yourself out of this particular activity, recognize that the energy is planted within your system, that you can easily tap back into it with your own meditative practice or whatever spiritual connection helps you. You may have specific messages that you want to write down. This would be a good time to do it. Really honoring what you've experienced in this moment. Express gratitude to your higher self, your guides and ancestors for supporting you in this process. And express gratitude to yourself for taking this time, honoring your connection and your intuition. And when you feel your processing is complete, go ahead and open your eyes. I'm going to unmute us. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. As you're bringing yourself out, I just want to mention one special event that we're going to have coming up right before the next new moon. So our next new moon call will be on a Tuesday night, but on the Saturday prior to that, so literally a month from now, on Saturday, March 2nd at noon Eastern time, I'm going to have Jason Levanis talk to us about the history of Mercury, and not just the planet, but we're going to be talking about the history of Mercury in the Hermetic period. And Jason is a very gifted tarot card reader. He does amazing channeling work. He's very shocking. He reminds me of Howard Stern meets a spiritual twist, right? Like, he's very shocking. So during this process, he will be talking about Mercury and also from the Greek perspective and the history of it, but he'll also be doing mini readings. So I will have information that will be going out on just before the next new moon that will reference this, but I wanted to let you know about it so at least you can put it on your calendars. So that will be on March 2nd. Anything interesting that came up during meditation that anyone would like to share? Nothing at all? Or nothing that anyone wants to share, right? All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed the meditation and the information. We're going to get the system down, right? Like, I can see the screen, so I figured I'm sharing my screen. You guys can see it too. So, new systems, figuring stuff out. Before I mute everybody, I'll make sure we can see the screen next time. Any final questions or comments before we wrap up today?
I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
If you do
you.
want to stay on, I've just got a couple of quick slides that I'll show you about some other essential oils, as well as both the physical and emotional support